And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, and our non-binary pals, please give a warm, fast as furs welcome to the one, the only, Couch 23, running Final Fantasy VII, any percent PC. Take it away, Couch.
Hey, thank you so much. As it was said, we're going to be running some FF7, so let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Thank you. So this PC run's pretty short. Any percent is pretty broken, and it's only in the PC version that you can really do any of this due to how they went from the disk system to just all in storage. So yeah, this is be prepared for about an hour and a half into it. Things will start getting pretty interesting. This is a newer route. About a year ago, they found a new method to break the game, so it's about 30 minutes faster than the old route. I will need both Cloud's and Barrett's names after the end of the first fight.
No worries, I'll get that prepared for you. Just give me the magic words, and I will give you those names.
Sounds good. Game's pretty great. It's like easily one of my favorites of all time. A lot of nostalgia, and the fact that you can just beat it so quick and play through just even casually, it's a relatively fast game.
Just looking at the cutscenes as well, like the CGI stuff, like even when it was like these were first shown back in the day when it first came out, like seeing it now, it's still beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. They hold up pretty well for being the first, like one of the first like high def games, I guess, on the PlayStation. It's pretty interesting. I did get a special window color scheme for y'all, so that's gonna be the very first thing that I'm doing. So we're gonna take a minute or two to get that set up. All right. So hard to get the ones. It always bumps by like 2 or so. There we go.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
But yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we got a $5 donation from Lexi dear. Hello, Lexi, how are you? Who says, "Good morning, British Andy. Good luck, bud." Thank you, Lexi. Appreciate it. It's good to see you, and hope you're having a good day.
There we go. And then we need to do all our menu stuff.
Mad Dragon in the chat going, "The most important part of the run, indeed."
Absolutely.
Oh, those colors.
It's very important to get your right window colors.
Exactly.
Yeah, we looted those 2 potions because this route kind of skips the 7th Heaven little scene that you have to do, so we don't get Barrett's money. We rely pretty heavily on grenades in this run, so we take all the stuff that we can get, and we'll definitely need Cloud's name pretty much right about now.
All right, so the name that we're going to be having for Cloud is Apex Legend. That's APEX. Capital
Uh,
L.
is it small a?
It's a capital A. Capital A,
Okay.
lowercase PEX. Capital L, EGND.
All right. And then Barrett's will be pretty much right now as well.
All right, and for Barrett is going to be Captain Planet. It's capital CPT, capital P, then LANET.
All right. Perfect. Those are like 2 great names.
Oh no. Just too late. But thank you to A Hyena with $31 who says there's 2 Kermit options to pick from. Who's going to go for Kermit? I think looking at the bid war, I think Apex was still in the lead.
All right. So we'll pretty much be running from every encounter, besides like, the bosses, obviously. Really nothing too special about this room right now. The one interesting thing about it is there are no encounters currently, so you can like walk around a whole bunch and it won't affect your step route or anything. But the encounters do get turned on once you beat the guard scorpion and make your way back through. It's pretty interesting. So it's pretty much just take short steps everywhere. Try not to do any walking. I will be taking some walking steps later on, just to kind of put an encounter in a certain spot, so I don't have to worry about it later. Some of these maps are a little confusing when you're trying to navigate them. You can run into a lot of corners and stuff, and it's pretty inconvenient. So we're gonna take 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will move it. Hopefully, if I'm not too far off, we'll remove an encounter on our way out of here. The guard scorpion fight's pretty straight up. We want to make sure that Cloud has his limit for the end of the fight, because we're going to be needing that on an upcoming boss. And the strat here is pretty much just attack and use bolt.
Nice and simple.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. All the boss fights are pretty simple. It's either use bolt and attack or use bolt and throw grenades. If I knew how good grenades were when I first played this game casually, I would have used them a lot more, because they are very strong apparently.
I think most of us growing up when we were kids playing like Final Fantasy VII probably didn't know how like OP the grenades were growing up. And
Yeah,
then into our adult years, it's just like, oh wow, why did I use these before?
Yeah, I know, right? They do a substantial amount of damage, and you can hide in the back row too, which is good. If you notice on the guard scorpion at the end of his gun arms, he has little hands. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that before, but you see a lot of things when you play the same part of the game over and over again.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking when you were doing your practice runs, we were in a voice call, and you mentioned it later on in your run, and I was like, no way. And now I see it, and now I can't unsee it. It's like, this scorpion has fangs as well.
I know, right? Another thing we're not going to see in this run, unfortunately, but if you do the 7th Heaven scene, Barrett reaches into his pocket with his gun hand when he pulls out and throws the money to Cloud. And I like to imagine that Barrett has a little hand like that on the end of his gun hand.
Wag in the chat's just like, OMG. But it was like a mind blown for Wag there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you see when you play something a lot, and you just kind of stop paying attention to everything else and just start looking for random things. I always thought 10 minutes was pretty generous to get out of here, and even as a kid, it was always like, oh yeah, I got like 3 minutes left. I can wander around and fight things.
Just take your time. Just have like a nice leisurely stroll, just heading up before everything like, you know, goes kaput.
Exactly. A lot of the collision stuff is really interesting in this game as well. Like, it's what allows for a lot of these clips to be done. There's a substantial shortening of the beginning of game with some of these clips.
Do we have time for one donation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We have a $100 donation from, and I hope I get the name right. If I don't, I greatly apologize. Heponwana? Heponwana? I believe that's the name. Again, if I got it wrong, I'm so sorry. But thank you for that $100 donation. Has no comment, but we greatly appreciate it. If you would like to put that into any of our bid wars, our current bid wars that we have so far, which is to name Red, or to put into choose your sprite, please feel free to send me a Twitch whisper, and we'll get that added.
I like how a whole reactor blows up, but none of the power goes out anywhere.
All right, it was just a backup generator. It wasn't the main one.
Fair. I do kind of wish that they had updated the backgrounds a little bit, and when they did the HD, well, quote unquote HD. The fact it's kind of like the FF9 as well. Like the backgrounds are kind of like speckly, versus where like, you know, everything's kind of smooth now. I always tell Aerith we don't know what's going on, because we really don't. We're all just kind of lost and wandering.
So did you see that explosion? Explosion? No.
No, don't know what you're
I was
talking about.
sleeping at the time.
Make sure we don't fight any of these, because they just slow things down. And then more cutscenes, because this is an RPG.
Always gotta love cutscenes in RPGs. They're like the best thing.
Absolutely. There's a lot of like minor skips that you can do to save time in these runs. One of them coming up is called the Jesse skip. It's where you kind of trigger a little trigger tile, I would assume, and talk to Jesse at the same time, and then you leave the cart while closing a text box, and it can skip that whole like little map cutscene. It saves like 10 to 15 seconds or something. I'm not very good at it, so we're just gonna watch more cutscenes because who doesn't love watching them?
Whilst we're going through the cutscenes, just to let everyone know with a couple of announcements. Did you know that all revenue from Twitch subscriptions and cheered bits received during Fastest First Spring Spectacular will be donated to OAR? Get yourself some sweet PB emotes now, and don't forget to check and see if you have your Twitch Prime Gaming sub available too. And did someone say prizes? All weekend long, your donation to OAR gets you entered to win daily prizes offered by members of the Fastest First community. When donating, please be sure to sign up for a speedrun.com account or include your Twitch username so we can easily identify you in the prize draw using the command !prizes in chat so you can see the full list.
I want to know what that flashing little red cylinder of electricity is. Like, is it supposed to be a light? Is it supposed to tell me something? I've never. I was gonna say I've never really like thought about what it is.
Is it one of those things where it's just like, in case of emergency, please press or break that electric glass? Added power.
And how the heck does the whole city float? Like, does like absorbing the Mako like make it float, or there's like some advanced hovering technology? Lots of questions and answers.
One of life's great mysteries.
All right, this big skip of the game's coming up. We're just gonna skip going to Seventh Heaven. We don't need the extra money, and we don't need to have Tifa or anybody in our party really. So there will be no naming Tifa, unfortunately. But we're gonna go buy some grenades, and then we're gonna kind of wiggle our way around some guards, and yeah, we'll skip a decent amount of the game here. I think my one big complaint about the beginning of this game in general is just how slow it is. Like, there's a lot going on, but it's pretty bland. Yeah, the airship later does use propellers, and then it turns out that it has a hidden jet engine somewhere. I don't know. Lots of weird games. All right. Oh yeah, the ether's not there. That's right.
I love how
It's gonna pick up that ether. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just love how Barrett just goes inside that one building and just like scares everyone away and just be like, "It's our place now."
Buy some grenades, and we're gonna do some wiggling. Right. Easy every time. Just kind of sneak on by. No big deal. We can't pass, but they're not going to stop us.
Nice and smooth right there.
What did you do if you were a guard and somebody was doing that to you to get by? Would you just let them by?
I mean, if I wanted to do my job right, I would probably be like, "Hey, you can't do that. We can call back up. But hey, please stop. Wait, why are you wiggling? Stop wiggling. This is very inappropriate. You're in my personal bubble."
Yeah. Seems about right.
But I'm guessing those guards don't get paid enough to, so they just probably just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that they don't get paid very well. So it's my favorite part of the game coming up. It's time to get pretty, and who doesn't want to get pretty?
Yay.
We do need to get some of the best stuff, where like the dress and the tiara and the cologne or whatever it is. It's all pretty silly. That there's like different qualities that you can get depending on what actions you take.
I'm going to be able to wear that fancy dress very soon.
We're gonna get the sushi plate because we know they have fresh fish here. It's one of the most critically acclaimed sushi places in Midgard.
It's the freshest sushi you will ever find.
The options are always pretty bizarre as well. Like, I've had better dog food is one of the options that you can say to the person, and like don't get it.
Yeah, if someone like said that to me, if I owned a restaurant, say I've had better dog food, I'd just be like, okay.
Cool. Then go eat that dog food.
Exactly. Yes, the sushi, which he is cooking on the stove. Yes.
Maybe it's like an anti-griddle or something. He's freezing it. Now we're gonna head to a bar. There is another skip that a lot of the better runners do. I choose not to do it because there's a chance if you do it wrong that you soft lock yourself. So we're just gonna go give this kind of person the digestive that we got. I like how there's an option to not give it to her because we're gonna keep it for ourselves for some reason. Then we're gonna go speak to the guy at the bar.
While this cutscene's going on, we have a $5 donation from PowerStone05. How you doing, PowerStone? Hope you're keeping well. He says, it's been a while since I've donated, but I felt it'd be the perfect time to do so with one of my favorite games. As someone with high-functioning autism, I have been through and felt the difficulties and pains of communicating and interacting with others, and still do today. For this, it feels right to donate, especially for this cause. The furry community has helped me over the past decade to find my place in the world, and I am incredibly thankful for it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Power Stone. You're amazing.
Apparently, you can't talk to this guy if you don't go to the dress shop first. Getting one step ahead of myself. So we're gonna go soft and shimmers. That's gonna get us the best dress, and then we're gonna go try and obtain one more item. Gotta do some fancy squats for those though.
Oh yes, we're getting ready. We've got to be getting them gains.
It's always leg day in FF7.
And if you want to join in on the squats as well, chat, you can too.
Exactly. Can always do squats. All right.
Ian keeps saying, "Oh boy, squats, just what we need after Beat Saber." Well, after like working out on them arms, got to work on them legs.
Exactly. Can't skip leg day.
No. Is this Ring Fit Adventure? This is Final Fantasy Fit Adventure.
Don't worry, we'll be walking up a bunch of stairs later too.
Oh, the best part. All right, chat. If you have any like flex emotes, let's see him spam it with flex emotes.
Always failed these as a kid. I like always timed them wrong. All right. Now it's time to go get successfully pretty. Now that we have all the things we need.
Beautiful.
I like the bow across the midsection.
Just adds to it. And it's funny as well, like how quickly Cloud can get like changed up like that in a dress, change their hair and everything. It's just such a short space of time.
He must have done it before.
Oh yeah.
He's got to have experience.
As I say, with Cloud's name being Apex Legend, where are we dropping? We're dropping to Beauty Boulevard. That's where we're dropping.
I also like how Cloud is the only one wearing a sleeved dress.
Very true, Bersings. I gotta cover up them flex guns.
Those Popeye arms.
Absolutely.
So we've got quite a few more cutscenes here. Then we've got a boss coming up, which basically just throw grenades at. We'll use a single braver. If we want to save a grenade or two, I can always use like a bolt cast with Cloud and a limit if somebody else gets them. Then some more running away from enemies, and then more cutscenes. Unfortunately, this run being basically just all of Midgar and then a little bit of some other stuff. a lot of cutscenes that we got to deal with. And yeah, the remake's definitely pretty good. I played it a little bit this morning, made some more progress. I've definitely been enjoying it.
It's so gorgeous with like how they've made it with like the graphics and the story as well. It's just like I've got it as well. I just haven't played it yet, but in time I will, and I can't wait.
Yeah. I like how he thinks Cloud is just being like coy and shy and like not even demanding. Like he seems like the person to demand things.
Yeah, it's just like, she's looking very shy and innocent and sweet, and Cloud's just like, oh, you're in for a ride. When it's like, you're gonna be in for a big surprise.
I mean, 4 has been remade how many times now? Let's see, we got PSP, and then we have the DS, and then the PC, which is a DS port, and then the other multitude of releases they've done. A re-release of 6 would be neat. I don't know about a remake.
Yes, Gren. The total amount for donations is at $10,269. Nice.
Apparently, if you're on step route, there's a way to manipulate a preemptive strike on this boss by taking like the right amount of steps before starting the fight. I've never successfully done it. I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of people do it, so we'll see.
Just to let everyone know also that we still have the bid war going on for naming Red. Currently still in the lead so far with $50 is Bess Dogi. And in second place is $5 is Sirius. But that can all change if you want to still have Best Dogi or Sirius be put as name, or you can put your own name in as well. If you can think of a wacky or downright amazing name that you think Red should have before we get to Red, just feel free to donate. Just type an exclamation mark donate in the chat. Donate as little or as much as you like, and just put down your incentive bid war for naming Red.
This is Apps, the sewer monster.
They look so adorable. And this is probably his first ever like encounter with visitors in his sewer.
Yeah. I know, right?
And they're just coming in and throwing grenades and, you know, being mean. Probably what we wanted was a hug.
And he gave himself a hug, and we won.
Aww. So out of all of Final Fantasy VII story and parts in the game, what would be like the best part for you so far? Like either in like say doing it for speed running or just playing it casually.
Casually, I really like the mountain area with all the snow and stuff. I like this. I don't like the snowboarding mini game, but like that whole general area of the game is pretty neat to play through. And speedrunning wise, I don't know. I've only ever really ran PC any percent. So I mean, messing with the glitch room and debug room or whatever it's called is pretty fun.
And we have another donation coming in. Brings us up to $10,289, which is a $20 donation for, and again, I hope I get this name right, Agrelwin? I do hope I got your name right. If I didn't, I deeply apologize. No comment, but thank you very much.
My first RPG was FF1. Played it when I wasn't supposed to. But then the first one that I actually beat was FF4. FF4 is a really great game. All right, time for more cutscenes. And then another boss fight that we just used grenades in.
Yeah, first RPGs, people in the chat, Wolf Shadow saying Chrono Trigger was there first, or Dragon Warrior / Quest 1. Let's see here, we got Firebird Lover going, does Rogue count? Does Adventure count? Does Zork count for RPGs? I would say so. Ian Keith going,
exactly.
NetHack 3.4.3 though. Jada going, does Kingdom Hearts count as a JRPG? That would probably be my first. I would say, yeah, I would say probably Kingdom Hearts. I think my first RPG was like, I didn't really get into it as like a kid, but like in my like early teens, I first played Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube. That was like beautiful.
That limit breaks. That's good. It's got to get his shots in. Pretty good ATB. We'll see how it plays out. Perfect. Couldn't have gone any better.
Nice.
and he forgets he left his oven on, so he's gotta run.
That's always the worst, isn't it? When you're like out and about, and you're just like, trying to be all evil, and you're like, oh, I forgot my dinner's in the oven. I must go.
Exactly. Hate it when that happens. All right, let's see if we can get Barrett to run circles around us. Nope. A little too far today. If you stand in exactly his spot, the collision's super weird. And he'll basically just run in circles around you. The game won't advance because he's not standing still, so he won't actually talk. So I just stand there for a little bit and just let him run around, usually. So we'll just run around him instead. Other thing, you can make Barrett jump. You can make Barrett jump repeatedly by mashing here. It's pretty silly. He never actually finishes his animation, so it won't progress.
It's like, I'm gonna make it at some point. Just seeing like the transition from like in-game cutscene to CGI cutscene, just like for a PS1 game, like totally like unheard of.
Yeah, I think they did really well with it. A lot of the cutscenes are like that, where you still kind of have that control, but it's like a CGI, and then it just kind of evolves into the full CGI. It's pretty awesome. And the president listening to his triumphant opera music. I guess it could be Garfield Dome if it wasn't like pale. I wouldn't say it's a little impaled now, but
I was thinking that the one thing I thought about as soon as Sarah said Garfield Dome, like, just go inside. There might be lasagna. You never know.
I mean, can't go wrong with lasagna.
Oh no, like the best.
So yeah, after this, we're gonna be making our way through some destroyed area, I guess, and then we're gonna be doing more cutscenes. And yeah, it's basically cutscenes for about another like 5 minutes.
I mean, everyone loves cutscenes. I do.
I know, right?
This is going to be like the best 5 minutes of everyone's lives that enjoys cutscenes in RPGs.
I was always confused on how to walk through here. Like, it's not super obvious which way you should go, like, to get through and back.
That's it, Crash. This is going to be cutscene percent right now.
Yeah, basically.
pretty much another percent run within a percent run.
Yeah, exactly. Good old evil house. Always wanted to be attacked by a house.
Yeah. That's
Especially
pretty
when
much in real. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, pretty much in real life, that would be like a mortgage.
Fair. But not all houses shoot missiles.
Yeah, wouldn't that be weird if you're like, you buy your first home and then you find like a big red button, you're like, oh, what does this do? And all of a sudden it just shoots out missiles. You're just like, oh, okay.
That would be very unfortunate. Music in this game is always like super relaxing. Even like the upbeat stuff, it's relaxing. Definitely one of my favorite OSTs. It just really carries. All right, so after this cutscene's over, we're gonna leave the house, go back in the house. We're gonna loot a couple items. We're gonna stop at a shop, grab some more grenades for pretty much the rest of the game, and make our way to some stairs. Just a couple of them.
Yeah, it's only a couple. It's not too many. Don't worry, chat.
Only one or two.
Also, did I hear you correctly? You said after this cutscene, you're going to be looting the house.
Yeah, we're gonna steal from the poor family here.
Wow. I mean, that's what any hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Only a few items. That's what any hero does in like any like great RPG adventure. Just go into like people's homes, talk to them like, it's good to see you. I haven't had any like guests for many years. Like, yep, okay, cool. Oh, I'm just gonna borrow it and keep it.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Zelda's a really great example of that. Like, here, I'm just gonna go into your house, take your stuff, and leave, and not even talk to you, really.
Yeah. Or it's just a case of just like just go into your house, break all your pottery, just to see if there's any rupees, and then be on my way. I think pretty much like the people living in like Hyrule, whenever they see Link, they're just like, it's just another normal day in Hyrule.
Go grab my backup pottery.
Yeah. That's it. Most of them have like a basement full of pots.
Seems like a pretty high demand career though, pottery salesman.
Oh yeah, if you make pottery or a pottery salesman in Hyrule, I think you'd be pretty much making bank. On a Sparks go, he's a talking horse. He can do what he wants. I want to steal. Yes. Crash McCloud going, now we need Art of Cloud in Link's attire. I'm sure that's somewhere on the internet. If you type in Google like Cloud in Link's attire, I'm sure there's somewhere.
That wouldn't surprise me one bit.
I'm actually gonna look right now. Crash beat me to it, saying it does exist.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
That is good news. All right, so we needed to save 300 gold so we can buy these batteries. Otherwise, we would have bought a lot more grenades. Yes, I would like to buy 3 of them, even though I only need 2. And yes, kid, I always want to see something awesome. And I don't know if this graffiti is supposed to say avalanche. I don't know what they're trying to write here, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
Will in the chat saying it could be Avalo.
Could be, but I don't know what that means. For the swinging thing coming up, it always was a giant burden to do casually as a kid. Apparently, if you just listen to the high-pitched sound of it and go right at the end of it, you'll land on the bar every time. As a kid, I always had to do that 5, 6, 7 times until I just finally got it. It's so annoying. It's a good thing there's no encounters up here.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate if there was some encounters in this specific area alone.
I do want to point out that they are all posing here. I'm not sure exactly why, but they're all just posing. I don't know for what reason, or if they're just trying to show off. I don't know.
Wanting to make that scene more epic.
And I like how we tell Barrett we're going to bust on in because he doesn't want to take the stairs. And then we're just just kidding. We're taking the stairs.
Pretty much Cloud didn't put in his 10,000 steps for the day. So this is the best way to do it.
Just as a fair warning, I would say just as a fair warning, there is some dated language coming up. It's a few screens away, but I can't clear the text boxes. So it will be on screen for a little bit.
Chat, can we get some hype for stairs? Because as we all know, stairs is awesome. And if you would like to show your appreciation for stairs, why not donate? Why not donate to the to the cause? Type an ! Donate to show your appreciation for stairs?
64 stairs. No, there's actually 119 flights. I legit counted them one day because I was bored and I wanted to make sure they were accurate, and it's completely accurate.
You actually like check to see like, oh yeah, I remember you were talking about it in like your practice when you said it, the exact amount of stairs and flights. That's like amazing.
119 flights, 2 flights per story. We end up on floor 59. The math checks out.
Ah,
Realism.
see, why did they stop at 59? You know, if they just went 10 more, would have been nice.
Oh, that we in the old run used to have to save on floor 69,
Oh,
but it's not really much of a threat anymore. I will be saving there though, just in case we run low on grenades, and the motorball fight can be pretty nasty if you're missing 1 or 2.
as we're going up through these amazing flights of stairs right now, I just wanted to let you all know who we're raising money for. Fastest First Spring Spectacular is raising money for OAR, the Organization for Autism Research. Your donation will help support research grants for those studying the effects of autism. OAR focuses on research that yields results and has practical applications for those living with autism right now. Children and adults on the autism spectrum, their families, and all those who give them love and support. For more information, please visit www.researchautism.org or use the command !charity in the chat. Also, be sure to use the command !merch in the chat for a link to our Team Fastest First store through Designed by Humans. There you can pick up shirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, and much, much more with the Spring Spectacular Marathon logo designed by the amazingly talented Tropical Steppy. All proceeds from Spring Spectacular merch will be donated to OAR on all sales through May 31st, so be sure to check it out.
And unfortunately, no, this version does not have an updated translation, so the dated language is still in here, and all the typos, like this guy are sick, are still in this version. I love how dramatic Barrett is. Like, it's just like he's so dramatic about everything.
Like we all now know what Captain Planet's greatest weakness is: stairs.
That's why he flies.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like I think I would do this. I think anyone would pretty much do that. If you could learn to fly, who needs stairs?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love how Saf in the chat said, I did this at the BLFC hotel. And then Bursick's like, what? These stairs are obviously the Midwest Furfest stairs. So anyone in the chat, compare the stairs to Final Fantasy 14 to a convention you went to. Like, how many flights of stairs did you go to at a specific convention? And were they the same as in Final Fantasy 7?
Just trying to save a few grenades there. With this newer route, grenades can get very tight. We just want to make sure we have just enough to take care of Rollerball, Motorball, whatever you want to call him. And every guard has to fall asleep for somebody to sneak by, of course.
That's just typical in any, like, you know, like evil, like tower or villain headquarters. There's always going to be one guard that is sleeping on the job.
Yeah, exactly. This is easily my least favorite part of this game in general. So there's a faster way to do this. I'm really bad at it, so I just wait until it's easy and I can just mash, basically. Because if we get into an encounter here, the run would pretty much be over because we would have to spend a whole bunch of grenades just to get through the guards. And the security in this building is just fantastic. You walk up to this guy, just stare at him, don't say a word, and he just gives you his key card.
Five-star security. And as a security officer myself, I have to say that is like top quality security.
So this can only be one of 4. We don't need the reward. So we just we brute force it pretty much. In the PSX run, you need to get the materia. That's the reward for the first one. And if you go to the green room in the middle shelf, I think it is, the speedrun notes have like a little thing that will tell you what the answer is. Doesn't matter which chest you open for the first piece, but as long as you put it in this one, you can go open them in any order. If you put the first piece in a different slot, they only open in a specific order, and I'm not really sure why.
Welcome back, Savage. Rubicon in the chat's like, why? Because heck you, player, that's why. I mean, that's pretty much like majority of games that anyone plays. It's like, nah, like to mess around with the player.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for the lols.
And like, I don't understand how this is a security puzzle. You have to solve this to get a security key. Does everybody have to solve it? Or is there just a security key in this chest just chilling here for no reason? I don't know. And of course we get into a pincer attack.
Sure, like that whole area, in order to get the key, is like everyone's orientation for when they first work there.
saved a grenade there. It's good. Pincer attack's always ruining the day. So Motorball is going to be a little rough. We're going to be 1 grenade short more than likely. I'll do what I can to save some of them. And of course, we'll flush the toilet before we climb up, just to make sure. I'm really not sure what it is about Square and flushing toilets, but you can flush toilets in Final Fantasy VI as well. And I don't get it.
Probably teaching people that are playing the game, like, always remember to flush. It's very important.
Exactly.
Ruby kind of the chat's like, only heathens don't flush. That's very true.
Yeah, that's definitely hear you on that one.
And that is true as well. Max was saying that. Also, they left the seed up.
Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. I mean, can't really expect much from Shinra.
Yeah, in that cutscene.
Well, oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying on that cutscene, I always wondered if he was just laughing or just eating his hand because he forgot to have lunch.
It could be both. I don't know though. That's a good one. Hey, no NPCs in the way today. Yet another fantastic security feature of Shinra headquarters is either the doors stick a lot or he left that open on purpose. Either way, that seems pretty silly.
I think Shinra really needs to get like maintenance sorted out in like some of the floors.
Yeah. Definitely with you on that one. We are coming up on Red's name pretty soon. Pretty much once we get to the next floor, I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And I say, if you want to put in a last-minute donation to get a name in for Red, do so now. Type an exclamation mark donate in the chat. And say, best Dogi is in the lead with $50.
All right. Just want to say that was a fantastic hiding spot for Cloud. Like,
top tier.
and Tifa, just knocking on the glass like they're at the zoo or something.
I mean, we've all done it.
Yeah, definitely.
As kids and probably adults.
Barrett, come look. Barrett, come look. Yeah, that was Genova. really don't want to go too much into the story of this because we're not really hitting any major story points once we leave Midgar here. But yeah, and if you want to close off Red's name, we'll be naming very soon.
All right. So just let me know when you are ready to put the name in, and I'll fire it your way.
All right. Barrett's answer: shoot everything, because I mean, if it works, right?
Exactly. It's the way to go. It's the way to go.
Pay no mind to the living beings in there.
I know it will work out in the end, right?
Exactly.
Always does.
So it's, if you play the game the way you're supposed to, it's Eris when you go to name them, but we never got to name, so the base name in this is Aerith. All right, let's get that name.
It is Best Dogi, which is capital B, lowercase est, capital D, lowercase OGIE.
All right. Sweet.
The Best Dogi is in the house.
We're trying to save a few grenades here.
Ian in the chat going, I would legit sit there and pet that main for like hours and talk about random stuff. I think we would all do the same.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, speaking of Ian coming in with an $18 donation. Thank you very much, Ian, you absolute legend. Saying, let's make this bid war interesting with an evil smiley face. And I just looked at it now. For the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer, choose the sprite. Currently in the lead right now is Vaporeon Fish with $120. But there's a tie for joint second. It's Charizard versus Foxlink. $40 a piece. Who is going to break that chain? Does anyone want Charizard? Does anyone want Foxlink? Do you either want Goose, Lucario, Sonic, Super Bunny, or Yoshi? Do you want to like put in a donation for them? It's all down to you. We've still got quite a little bit of time left until that bid war comes to an end.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that run. I do love watching Link to the Past rando.
Oh, same. Like Link to the Past randomizer, just seeing it, just seeing the runner get a seed and then just hoping that, you know, they get everything they need, like right off the bat. It's like,
yeah,
always
definitely.
a good feeling.
I love how the character named Rude is very polite and asks us to push the up button, please. Very, very kind of him.
Would you please press the up button? Must be a trap. No, we just, you know, want to go up the tower to see all the views.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best part of working for Shinra. You know, you get the gorgeous views when you get to the top of the tower.
Coming up on it's going to be a little slow for a little bit. We got some cutscenes to go through, and then it's pretty much going to be quite a bit of action for about 10 minutes. And then the most boring part of the run, even more cutscenes, but it's the flashback cutscenes. And then it starts getting pretty interesting after that. The run is like what, 5/8 the way through, roughly. Pretty ridiculous that it's almost over. I never thought as a kid like people would be able to beat this game in a couple of hours.
Doesn't even feel like it's been an hour, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
So I love how Barrett, being big and buff as he is, just gets pushed by like the smallest security guard.
Another good thing about Collision, soon Tifa and Cloud will become pretty much one. There's like no collision in this cutscene, so once Tifa decides to hop off the bed, yeah, it'll get pretty warm in that one spot.
Pretty much they're going to be doing like a Dragon Ball fusion.
Yeah, pretty much. With a little more side effects.
So majestic.
You do only have to talk to Aerith in this little cutscene. You don't have to do the Barrett or Red cutscene. Then yeah, we're gonna start picking up pace here a little bit. This is one of the most redundant parts of the game. Here, let me just go tell every single person, one at a time, that something has happened.
Yeah, when Cloud sees the doors, like, the door's open, and everyone just doesn't believe him. He's like,
Door's
"No,
open? I don't
literally."
believe you.
Yeah, and then like, no, literally, look, goes through door. No, that could just be an hallucination. Like, no.
I dreamt that, right? All right. Soon we'll be following a trail of strawberry ice cream. Somebody spilled a little bit. It's okay. It happens.
Like, how could you like spill perfectly good strawberry ice cream all around?
No, right? A lot of strawberry ice cream. They must have had like one of those 5-gallon buckets that was melting or something.
Oh, maybe. I mean, is it like the summertime? Maybe around this time frame, because that could probably be the reason.
Maybe I don't actually know.
I'm gonna have to check the lore now to see, like, what season was it in Final Fantasy VII? Was it spring, summer, fall, or winter?
I guess depends on what part of the world you're in, because that northern continent is always in ice, and like outside Midgar is like super polluted, so I'd assume it's really hot there.
Moonblaze is like, wow, that's one dead rich guy.
They don't even take the sword. Like, if they would have taken that sword, can you imagine how useful that would have been?
I know. So useful. But no need. Like, we don't need a sword. Puppy shenanigans talking about like the strawberry ice cream. It's like the arrows in IKEA. They lead you to your destination.
Yes, and you have to let the bad guy monologue. If you don't, it's just rude.
You cannot have an epic battle between good and evil without the bad guy having an epic monologue. You just can't do that.
Exactly.
breaks any rules and code of conducts when, you know, having an epic battle.
All right, we need to be careful here with the mashing. Since we never did the Seventh Heaven cutscene, we never got the materia command in our menu. So if we accidentally remove the materia on Cloud, Motorball would be quite the headache. Go to leave it, and then we make our way to the next boss. Well, I should say bosses, I guess. There's two of them. And the solution for this one is to just throw grenades. It seems to be a pretty common theme in this run. Why not just keep it going?
When in doubt, throw the explodey things.
Exactly. So we're going to hope for a couple limits here to try and save some grenades. There we go.
Just want to quickly say a big thank you to Queeve. Hopefully I got your name right. Thank you so much for that raid. Hopefully you had a very, very wonderful stream. And welcome to all the raiders to Fastest Furs Spring Spectacular, where we are raising money for OAR, the Organization for Autism Research. Stick around. Grab some snacks, grab some drinks, put your feet up, and enjoy the show that we have for you right now, where we're showing Final Fantasy VII, any percent PC with Couch 23.
Yes, welcome everybody. This run is definitely it's a lot shorter than you would think it would be. Let's say we need to have like 14 grenades left. Go ahead and heal up just to be on the safe side. Alright, so spinning. Got 2 grenades left to toss. Barrett's gonna throw one here. By getting that limit, we saved one. So that's good. So we'll have 13. So we'll have to use one less on Reno, but that should be fine.
That'll be fine, you got this. We will believe.
Alright, so the main reason we didn't use the limit earlier on Cloud is so we can get the Braver off on the non-boss enemy to try and get it down before it throws up a barrier, otherwise it's just a little bit slower. Limit breaks do take priority, so if we do get the kill here, we won't get that barrier up, and we did not. So we'll just do an attack on it, save a grenade, then we'll throw our grenades. We'll finish it off with magic just to have the grenades we need. And now the fun part of the run. We're going to go throw a save down before Motorball, just to be on the safe side. It's usually a pretty easy fight if you follow the guide. But just can't talk right now. Basically, we're going to be casting Bolt with Cloud and throwing grenades with everyone else. Run from every fight.
And Hozak in the chat going saying, the nerve of that guy and his segmented coat.
I know, right? How rude.
Very rude.
Alright. So the motorcycle part coming up, I'll be looking for a specific color of bike. We want the red bikes, because they'll stay behind Cloud as long as you are swinging his sword. So as long as we knock down the blue and orange bikes, because they don't really care about that, if we get 3 red bikes behind us, all we have to do is just slash our sword, and it's pretty much free, instead of trying to take down the blue and orange ones. My last run attempt did not go so well. I got like 1 red the whole time. I think this cutscene holds up really well, outside of Tifa's kneecaps there. I just think everything kind of holds up pretty well for the timeline it was made in.
That was some very thick glass that was just broken.
Extraordinarily thick glass, yeah.
Moonblade is now saying, dang it, now I will never unsee those kneecaps.
They're just really pronounced kneecaps. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So yeah, what we're gonna do is just swing our sword back and forth, hope for red bikes to show up. Try and keep the red bikes behind us. We got 2, which is good. We want to make sure that they don't get knocked over, because they fall over pretty easily if a bike runs into them. Squeeze them over to one side. Hey, look at that. Now all we have to do is, we don't even have to look at the screen, we just have to mash a button.
Excellent.
I wish I had known this as a kid as well. I lost so much health in this part of the game.
The main thing is, you know now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and if you take a close look at Barrett's gun arm, it is really long. Like, I'm gonna get closer, but I don't want to risk getting hit.
Wonder if he like upgraded the gun, and just all of a sudden just like took out the old gun, put in the long guns. Like, okay, ready for action.
When the bikes go away, I'll see if I can pull ahead and if they can like hang close to the rear. Get that nice close up of it.
Very nice. Nerf in the chat's like, that's a username if I've ever heard one. Tifa's Kneecaps. I'm sure there is a Twitch account called Tifa's Kneecaps. Twitch is a wonderful place with wonderful usernames. I'm sure that's a thing.
Right, there we go. Got it a little bit. It's very, very unnerving to look at.
Yep, there it is. It's a long gun.
As long as we don't see a crit here, we'll be alright. No crit, we're good. In the clear. A crit can get you pretty close to death. I've had where I've gotten a double crit and it just completely ruined the run. So after this next bolt cast, we're going to wait for Motorball to stand up, and then we're going to queue our next actions. So we skip their pretty dangerous attack. I think you can do upwards of like 180 something. Just taking a nap. I mean Apex. Don't worry about Apex there.
Yeah. It's been a long day. Sometimes when a hero needs to nap, just gotta nap.
Exactly. Sometimes you get tired and just have to lay down.
Yep, very very much so. I do it all the time. Just randomly just going to work on the train and all of a sudden just fall asleep. And then I wake up to like missed calls from my boss going like, "You do realize you're supposed to be in work like an hour ago?" Like, "Yep, sorry, fell asleep again."
My bad. It happens.
My bad. Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little skip here, so we don't have to sit through the conversation that they have before you leave. Basically, we activate the leaving cutscene as the same time as we activate Barrett's text box, and it kind of just breaks the game. And now for probably the most boring part of the run. The flashback always bored me as a kid. Like, I understand they're building the backstory and everything. It's just, why'd you have to make it so long? We are going to be saving halfway through at the required save point, because we're going to be resetting back to here later. No specific reason. I just really like watching this cutscene. All right. So this fight coming up is pretty much uncontrollable. If Cloud, or I should say Apex, dies, Sephiroth has a chance to use Life 2 and bring him back. My worst record for this is 6 Life 2s. It only takes 2 hits for Sephiroth to kill the Green Dragon. So we'll see. We'll see how much RNG dislikes us today.
Hopefully RNG will be on our side.
Hopefully. And yeah, the mouths are definitely a big standout in the PC port. There are mods that you can use to remove them, but I think it just adds to the silliness of the game.
Sephiroth just gasping in awe. Oh,
Look at that snow.
not seen snow before.
Alright, does Sephiroth care about Apex today? The answer is no. Hooray!
Huzzah! RNG is kind.
Yes, very kind today. So far. Hasn't been too bad. We did get that pincer attack. That's really about it. It's had some pretty good luck so far.
Long may it continue. It's okay. I'm knocking on wood right now for that.
And I just like how we just casually run by everybody here. Like, we're not gonna talk to them. We're just gonna run.
Yeah, I have a mission
good
to
old
do
leg
with.
day.
Yeah,
Gotta get our leg exercise in.
and that too. Yeah. This is a flashback. So this is also when Cloud got the Fitbit.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I was doing squats on the train.
Yep. Got to get those 10,000 steps in. Let's go.
I really enjoy how it gives us permission to visit our family and friends, and they're like, nah, let's just go to bed. I'm tired.
Ian in the chat's like 10,000 steps, one for each dollar, pretty much.
Heck yeah. Speaking of, y'all have done fantastic.
It's phenomenal to see like how this marathon's been going since day one on Thursday all the way till like right now. It's just amazing. Everyone has just been so great, and you all should be proud of yourselves. Each and every one of you, like that are watching, donating, the staff, the runners, just big well done to everyone who has taken a part in this.
So, this bridge, I don't know who built it, but they seriously need to rethink their bridge building prowess.
Yeah, seeing it now, yeah.
To be fair,
after you.
I was just gonna say, if they had just gone across it one at a time, it would have been just fine.
Oh yeah, would have been fine. I mean, if I was there right now and I took one look at that bridge, I'd just be like, nope, I'm going back.
Yeah, over that massive chasm. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yes, indeed. Thank you to Firebird. I was going to say as well, type in an exclamation mark prizes in the chat. Because all weekend long, your donation to OAR gets you entered to win daily prizes offered by members of the Fastest First community. When donating, please be sure to sign up for a speedrun.com account or include your Twitch username so we can easily identify you in the prize drawing. Use the command, as what Firebird Love has done, exclamation mark prizes in the chat to see a full list. And we have got so many amazing prizes to give out. We got like Steam gift cards, we've got shirt giveaways, we've got games, we've got Perla bead giveaways, and also just to let you all know that we do have a Final Fantasy prize to give away as well.
Good,
which if you want to know what it is, I'm not going to spoil it. Just type exclamation mark prizes in the chat. Click on prize images, and you'll see for yourself.
It's pretty neat.
It is. I'm looking at it right now, and it's just like magnifique.
Right, so this part coming up once we get inside the reactor, Sephiroth is in the way. We can leave and go back in, but if we are not on step route, we can get into an encounter and we would more than likely die because Cloud would just be by himself. So we're just going to deal with it. Just kind of shove Sephiroth along. Even not allowed to see the secrets of Shinra. She's very upset about that.
I mean, I don't blame her after trekking all the way up there. Of course, I'd complain.
To be fair, she is the tour guide. She could come up here at any time.
I mean, that is also true. Did she have a key to go inside, or that's the question?
It looked like it was all open.
Very true. Very true.
Pretty soon, we're gonna see Bob, our good friend, who with the awesome smile. Make sure you say hi, Bob. Make sure you say hi, Bob, when he shows up.
I love that Sephiroth has to climb, like just jump up and like lift himself up to go have a look.
Exactly. Hello, Bob.
No, he'll be coming up on the stream any minute. Hi, Bob. Ah,
He's so happy.
Yeah, look at those beautiful pearly whites. Definitely uses Colgate.
Sephiroth's just taking his aggression out with no big deal. He's having a moment.
And when you're that frustrated and stuff, just it's always a good idea to just grab your sword, just hack and slash.
Yeah, exactly. With no regard to who else is around.
Exactly.
All right, so we're gonna be saving here. This is important for using the glitch. And yeah, we'll be coming back to this file in a little bit. But first, we got to finish this little flashback. And then we got to go see a guy about a snake.
A snake, you say?
A snake. A water snake.
Sounds very exciting.
Nice.
I had to do that. I was contemplating whether like, do I, don't I? I'm like, I gotta do it.
I'm glad you did. Hey, look, more stairs. I wonder if Sephiroth was really into reading books before this, or if he just got the urge to just read a whole bunch of books.
Could have taken the hobby like recently, maybe.
Fair.
So like, what are we gonna do in this village? Well, might as well start reading. Most probably like no phone signal or Wi-Fi signal anywhere. So what do? Might as well just read.
I love how there's just piles of books on the floor. He doesn't bother to put them back until he's done reading them all.
That is very true. Yeah, we would love to get some more donations coming in for the Sprite Bid War. That's still happening right now. It's the last bid war that we have for the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer. Currently still in the lead is Vaporeon with $120. And then joint second is Charizard and Foxlink with $40. Sonic is then in third with $10. Lucario in fourth with a single dollar. A single dollar. And then Goose, Super Bunny, and Yoshi currently have not got any money on for them at the moment. But you can change this, as what Moonblaze has posted in the chat, the link to the donation page. Click on that link, donate, and pick one of your favorite characters in that list that you would like to see be in the Link to the Past randomizer.
Really like how Sephiroth is like, I'm better than you now that I've read all these books. Like, don't you know anything?
Don't you know anything? No, you should take up reading. I just did. Like, spent half the day reading, and now I'm knowledgeable. See, that's how you get big brain. Just read all the books in the world.
Just like Johnny Five. Wouldn't you know it, the town is on fire.
Oh no. Gren in the chat's like, you see, Apex Legends, I work out at the library instead of participating in your silly battle royal.
Maybe Sephiroth was just trying to make s'mores, and things got a little out of hand.
He's enjoying making s'mores far too much. He's like, need more fire. More fire. More marshmallows. Gotta get that good melt, like fine melt of the marshmallow into the s'mores.
Just as a fair warning, there is flashing images coming up soon. For those that are photosensitive or maybe, or just don't like flashing images, I'll let you know before they start, and I'll let you know when they're over. I'm sure somebody in chat will let y'all know as well. But just like to give a heads up so it's not like, surprise, I'm blind, or yeah. And I don't quite understand why Tifa picks up the sword there. She seems like a better puncher to me.
We have time for a donation?
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent. We've got a $5 donation from Nielsen, who says Charizard. And as we all know, Charizard is the best Pokemon around. And thank you very much for that donation there, Neil. That means Charizard is in second place for being one of the sprites for the Link to the Past randomizer. But that can still be changed. It's all down to you. If you still wish to donate for that, just type an exclamation mark donate in the chat and get those in for the bid war.
Quite a terrifying room to be in, to be honest. It's very ominous. Right, and with that, the flashing is about to start. So if you are photosensitive, or maybe go ahead and look away, and I will give a vocal command when it's over.
All right, while that is happening, just to let you all know, we have a couple more donations coming in. Ian Keefe with $5 says, but what if Foxlink? Yeah, chaos! More chaos coming in right now. So you thought, because then we got a $20 donation from Rex Banner 12, no comment, but they put in $20 for Charizard. So Charizard is still in second place with $65. Foxlink is in third with $45.
All right, and the flashing is over as well. Now the run is going to start getting pretty interesting here. We're gonna make our way to the Junon area, but we're gonna stop. We're gonna close the game and reload it, and we're gonna go back and do the flashback again because that just seems like the right thing to do. But we're gonna do it just a little bit differently this time.
We haven't had enough flashback. We need more flashback. Uh-oh, Crash McCloud saying Foxlink or Riot. Oh boy. It's all down to you guys at the end of the day.
So usually the Zolom is gonna attack you if you try and run across. So casually you grab a Chocobo, but we're gonna kind of hopefully do this successfully. Stand in a certain spot and get into an encounter. So I couldn't really tell where it was, so we're gonna just run away from this fight. And we'll just do it the cheap and easy way. So we're just gonna run straight across here. Before it gets close, we're gonna save. Out, go back in, and it will spawn somewhere else when it starts back up.
Zarf was in the chat going, oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh, no worries. I was gonna say, you can do this super casually. Yeah, I actually didn't know you could do this as a kid, so I always just got the Chocobo. I mean, who doesn't like Chocobos?
Chocobos are adorable. Zarf in the chat was like, it's me. So Zarf was trying to, join and be like, hey guys, how's it going?
Or snack friend. So we're gonna run from stuff in here, press through cutscene, and we're gonna save immediately as we get outside. Then we're gonna close again, and we go back into our little flashback area. what I was doing with the menuing there when I was trying to enter the cave was skip that little cutscene. If you open your menu, you can fail to trigger that little cutscene. But I always forget where it is that I need the menu at, so I just kind of do a few menus and hope I get it. I don't know if what would chocobo even taste like? Would it be more like an ostrich, or would it be more like a chicken, or would it be more like duck? I don't know.
Ooh. How about a combination of all three?
Ooh.
I don't know how that would taste, but maybe good. We also just got a $5 donation from Skylar, who says, "More furries doing speed running? We are evolving. Slowly but surely, we are evolving for the greater good." And that means another $5 has been put for Charizard, now in second place with $70.
All right, now it's time for the fun. So if you were here at the beginning of the run, you probably saw me clip through the guards to skip the Sector 5 part of the game. We're going to kind of do the same thing here, except for we're going to clip through these NPCs that are standing outside of this gate once we regain control.
That is very true, Blaze. It's like both sprites right now are Pokemon sprites. It's pretty much water versus fire. Who's going to win that? Well, there's a bit of a disadvantage for fire there, because, like, water, my goodness. But it could be changed if, like, Foxlink, if you want Foxlink or one of the other non-Pokemon sprites to be a part of this, you know what to do.
Just like that, we sneak through, and we're looking for an encounter here. Since it's only Apex, we're just gonna die. I don't think we got some good luck here. We're just gonna try again. Let's go back to the old save file. I think we can figure something out.
So, when in doubt, just try again.
Exactly.
Also, Jeff XVX coming in with that raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Jeff. Greatly appreciated. Hope you had a good stream. And to all the new people coming in from that raid, welcome to Fastest Furs Spring Spectacular 2021, where we are raising money for OAR, the Organization for Autism Research. We hope that you are having a really wonderful day. We are, it's been an amazing marathon, currently at $10,342 and still going strong. And you are watching currently a Final Fantasy VII any percent PC run ran by Couch23.
So as soon as we win this fight, something neat's gonna happen. And it'll probably look a little familiar. Might just be where we just at. So the disk system here is pretty broken. Since we don't actually have disks, it's all running off of just the data on the hard drive. So this is how we break the game. We're gonna die one more time. And then we're gonna reload our save file. This is why I usually like to try and save a few grenades. It makes dying a lot easier. As you can see, it's a little slow here.
Apex is taking a nap again, I see.
Alright, so now we're going to head back, and we're going to look for a specific encounter. We want 2 lizards and like a bird type thing. So we're going to wander around out here until we find this. This can be manipulated based on your IGT. I really haven't really followed that quite yet. Basically, what you do, you look at your IGT, you see where you're at, and you just hold a certain direction. But pretty much we're up to RNG right now. Could take one encounter, it could take 30 encounters to find the right one. It's fine, it gives some time to talk. And it looks like it's the second one. Look at that. Good luck.
There you go. Look at that RNG being super, super, like, helpful today.
All right. And then we go win another fight, and then magic happens. What kind of magic? I really don't know how to explain it, but we'll end up somewhere that some of you may find familiar.
Just thinking now of that magic meme, just the guy just going magic, just putting his hand down. Yeah, guys, as I say, we are currently got our final bid war of the marathon going on right now, which is for the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer race, which is the final run of the night and for the marathon. You can choose the sprites that the runners will use. Currently, the top two are Vaporeon with $120, Charizard with $70, third place is Fox Link with $45, and fourth place is Lucario with $1, with Goose, Super Bunny, and Yoshi with $0. But that can all change thanks to you.
Right. I'm gonna need the final blow donation here very soon.
Yeah. Defeat Sephiroth with Braver. It's coming up to that time. You all paid for this. $629 out of $500 was spent for this goal.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, phenomenal. People really want to see this.
So it used to be Omni Slash, but just the way that the new thing works, I guess, you just get stuck with Braver. So. And then after this runs over, I'm gonna need chat's help with a little bonus something something.
Ooh. I'm sure chat will be ready to help in any way they can.
All right, and that's the run. What a silly run.
Amazing. That was absolutely fantastic. Well done, Couch. Very entertaining to see. Entertaining, like when watching your practice run that we did, and just amazing again, just watching it right now for Fastest Furs. Fantastic. Well done once again. Do you have any shout outs or people to say thanks to as we're coming on seeing the credits?
I just want to thank y'all. Y'all are great. Keep it up. Thanks for having me. It's truly appreciated. Y'all are some awesome people.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Couch. And please, everyone, be sure to give Couch_23 a follow. Go check out their content and their stuff. It's really, really awesome to check them out as well. And before I forget, you did say that we have a surprise as well. Correct, Couch?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, chat. I need 3 characters. Doesn't matter what 3, as long as they're on this list.
This we'll be able to transition back in just a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. We are back now.
All right.
All good. All good.
All right. So, Kate Sith, Ballet, and Red. All right. We're gonna go on a date.
Oh.
I always like doing this at the end of the runs. I think it's pretty silly, and It seems that Kate Sith does not exist right now, but Red and Barrett are dating.
Red and Barrett going on a date.
Just chilling.
Yeah. I mean, after saving the day, you just need to chill and just unwind.
Some of the combinations are pretty hilarious. I'm sure Kate Sith will actually show up, because sometimes like characters will disappear and appear when it does the screen transfer to the new one. But at the end of the game, I always like doing this just because it's silly and just seeing the random combinations that people pick and what can happen.
Ian in the chat's like, pet the dog. Pet the dog.
Absolutely.
Do it. I think everyone would probably be like just too busy just petting Red, not caring about the view outside, just being like, who's a good Red? Who's a good Red? Who's a good Red?
No Kate Sith, unfortunately, but that's good. And then the great thing about this is the game crashes, and that means you don't have to play anymore.
That's it. It's done. It's over.
Yeah, basically once they unboard this little ride, the game checks for Cloud, and I'm assuming either Tifa, Barrett, or Aerith. And if they're not there, it just straight up crashes. Sometimes Cloud will get stuck inside of the little toll booth. It's just pretty silly.
That bird loves
Hey.
What does cannon and a cannon have in common? They both destroy ships.
All right, that's it for me. Thank you all so much. It's been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you again, once again, Couch, for that amazing run of Final Fantasy VII. Any percent, and also date percent. As we just saw. Again, please be sure to go give Couch_23 a follow on Twitch. You will not regret it 100%, and you will love the content that they make.